Hey guys, welcome back to another budgeting video. I must firstly apologize for my inconsistency, and I'm going to talk a little bit at the beginning because I want you guys to get to know me. All right. I am the queen of inconsistency, and I don't say that proudly, honestly, but I would start something, then I'll get distracted and I'll start something else, and then I just get overwhelmed, and then yeah, and that will be that. So my September's budget, I did that for you guys. I did not even come in to close the budget out. I didn't even do an October budget. And here we are doing November's budget. It's the 24th of November as we speak. It's almost midnight as I'm recording, and payday is on the 25th. So yeah, which is literally in 20 minutes. Okay, so I decided I'm going to come and I'm going to talk you through my budget. So my November budget, I did do it, but I didn't get the time to sit and film it. I'm just doing a voiceover right now because I'm very congested, so I'm sorry if I sound very nasally and annoying. I apologize for that wholeheartedly. Ain't nothing I could do. Your girl's been getting sick left, right, and center, and that is what it is. So I'm coming in to show you November's budget. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't really do no budget, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a liar, and I hold myself accountable. All right. So I'm going to talk you through what you could see at the top, which is the dashboard, and then we'll scroll down and you guys will see where my money was spent. All right, so we've got our total income. So this is the amount I brought in for the month of November. That stands at £2,941.21. Okay, that is what I brought in. All right, I'm going to scroll down. So forget about the dashboard. I know you guys are very invested in that, but we're going to go down so you could see my income earned is 2941.21. Please do bear in mind, I am a single mom on a single income. I do not work full-time. I work term time only. So this is quite a lot of money for my sort of work, and I'm thankful that I'm able to bring this in, but every month is not the same. Some months you're going to see me at 2,200. Some month you might see me at just 1,800. Some month you might see me close to 3,000. It is what it is, okay? So let's just focus on what I'm about to share. All right, guys. All right. So our income, we've discussed that. Like I said, I didn't really do a budget. So for my billing account, I'm going to pop into this so you guys could see how my billing account is set up. So my budget is usually mainly about $330 or so a month, maybe, or maybe I'm lying. No, it's not. I don't know. Mate, it's about 400 and something for the billing account, I think. Okay. So we're going to go into the billing account and we're going to see where our money has been spent. All right. So internet, 5160. All right. Water, 35.85. Has my water reduced? Wait, hold on. All right, guys, I had to go back and check because I was like, what? Okay, so basically, my billing account, I usually budget about £447 to about £450 or so. So let's get back to the water. I saved £1.13 on the water. So yeah, look at me. Hooray. Okay, healthcare. I pay £15.85 a month. Guys, it's very important to have private healthcare. This is private healthcare. This is not with the NHS, it's private, so I do go and get certain checks done through this company when, you know, the NHS waiting list is too long. So yeah, dental is $25.58 a month. Okay, that gives me 4 dental treatments a year. Okay, so I get like a clean, any sort of dental work that I need done is included, and obviously if I have to do anything sort of extra, I would just pay what that amount is. So yeah, dental care. Domestic and general gets $21.98, and this is just basically an insurance I have on all of my household appliances. Some of you guys told me to get it, and I've got it. I've only had to make a claim one time, but you know, I've still got it. Bank account fee is £5, and we spent £5. Council tax is £120, and that's what we spent. Gas and electricity, guys, talk to me nice, because I didn't have to pay for no gas or no electricity this month because I'm a boss. Do you understand? I'm a boss. So that was at nil. And then we've got Unison, which is basically my trade union for my work. I pay $6.93 a month. And then my mobile phone is 46.88. Is my mobile phone? Listen, mate, I don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is there. Yeah, let's move along. Okay. I'm tired of the shock factor. So we're gonna move down to debt now. This is a huge amount. You could see this is over $1,000. Okay, like Gracia, what are you doing? And I'm not gonna click into this because I do like to keep certain parts of my life personal, okay? Me no want get nothing that I can use against me. You hear? But anyway, debt to me is anything that you owe. I don't care if it's like a short-term loan. I don't care if it's like a buy now, pay later, 0%, whatever it is, that's classed to me as a debt. Even if it's using your credit card and you pay it off every month, to me, that's a debt, okay? So that was £1,084.21 that I spent there. Eating out, you could see there was no budgeted amount set. So eating out, we spent £279.17. Groceries, we spent $78.55. Now, if you think outside the box, you realize that I've not really done much in-house meals because we ate out. Like, my life is busy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't sleep in the night. So, yeah, I think I need to be studied, but don't tell anybody I told you that. But yeah, so November was more of a get food on the road and move kind of thing. Yeah. Home, we budgeted 581, but we only had to pay 464.20. So I saved £116.80 because duh. Anyway, the reason for this is I like to pay things in advance and I like to make extra payments and stuff like that. So that's why we're here. All right. I don't want to be sharing my numbers and not going into how I got there. But like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys every single thing. Do you get what I mean? But my numbers are genuine. My income is genuine. My expenses are genuine. I'm just not going to break down every single category because I like to protect my peace and my sanity because the internet people be wild. You guys like to tell people how to spend their money like you go work for it. But anyway, let's reel it in, G, reel it in. Household, we spent £12.21. Kaylan, nil this month because he was flossing back in September, isn't it? But we move. Miscellaneous payments, sorry, are just random transactions that don't necessarily have a category. So my miscellaneous payments were £148.47. Personal care was £18.20. So that's like Kaylan's haircut and like any personal products I needed, any feminine products I needed, that kind of stuff. Savings, we budgeted 150 and we spent that 150. So we put that 150 into savings. Now I'm going to sort of stay here for a bit and you're thinking, okay, if you brought in so much money, why do you not do 10%? My biggest thing, I always tell people, I know a lot of you are new because I'm sharing my content on TikTok and Instagram now and not just on my YouTube. So I always say to you guys, if you could, try to save 10% of your income and keep it pushing. Now, I'm personally not doing that because eventually things are going to get settled and I could do what I need to do, how I need to do it. So that's why I'm saving 150, okay? Now, that doesn't mean I just have 150 in savings. Like I said, I'm not getting into that, but I save £150 a month. I told you guys I'm the inconsistent queen, yeah? So I will get distracted and I will just do random crap. So if I could set goals that I could stick to and be consistent with it, that's a win in my eyes, all right? So there we go. School fees, $22.70. And subscriptions, $7.99. Swimming, we budgeted $29.30 and that is what we spent. Transportation, we budgeted $120 and we spent $39.26. Now with transportation, I did top up about 40 something pounds, but that wasn't from this budget. That was on a separate card that's going to be dealt with in December's budget. So we've not included that in this budget, okay? Right? So yeah. I don't want you to think, oh my God, you only paid £39 for petrol for the month. No, it was a bit more, but it's not in here because it doesn't have any affiliation with this budget. Window cleaning nil, and beauty I paid £52. And that's it. So let's go back up to the dashboard. So you could see that my total budgeted amount was £2,302.80. Remaining to spend is in the negative of £413.13. This is basically things I've not budgeted, so that's why it's in the negative. But I'm not in the negative, guys, because if you look on the right, it says my income spent is 92%, so I have £225.28 remaining. But actually I forgot how much I have. I did take a screenshot of it. Let me have a look here. I actually have £223.28 left. So there's a £2 discrepancy somewhere, okay? And I know this is going to drive accountants crazy. It drives me crazy, but listen, I love my sanity, so I'm not going to dig for it. I probably buy something with it and yam out the money. I mean, no, remember, so I'm going to look for it here. God is good, God is great. All right, so the provisional balance that you could see says £638.41, because I know you guys might wonder what's that. It's basically a representation of a temporary or estimated balance that is subject to change. So like I said, I didn't really do like a full-on budget on the app. So it says my provisional balance is this amount, but it's not actually that amount. So if you look at it here, okay, to explain it in simpler terms, you could see remaining to spend says £413.13, right? So if you get your calculator, which I'm doing right now, okay, because I'm not a mathematician, and then I add across on the far right, you could see the 225.28, okay? If you add that up, that will give you your 638.41. So it's basically your remaining to spend amount and the 225. So the negative down there is basically stuff that I didn't budget for, but I literally spent. Do you get it? Okay, so that's it. This video is a bit longer than normal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.